Good news, everyone!
Good news, everyone!
The new baby GS, the 450, the one which was shown off as a concept bike at EICMA last year, is no longer a concept. In an interview with MCN this month, BMW might have let out a bit more than they wanted to. And here's all we know about this new adventure bike. Welcome back to Long Way Home, everyone, the place where getting your motorcycle news is easier than cleaning Dave's cage after being away for a year, but not by much. Oh shit, Dave! He's fine. That cage was locked and he's able to hold his breath for a very long time, so he's fine. Okay, so BMW is properly set on releasing its new smaller GS, the 450, by the end of 2025, which means basically any time from September to maybe an official press launch in October in Spain, where all these photos are taken, to EICMA actually in Italy in November. We've got pretty much most of the details regarding their new baby, but not so baby, because you have the 310, that's the baby. Okay, so we have the 1300, the fat one, we have the 900, we have the 800, they don't make the 700 anymore. We've got the actual baby 310 and now the 450 as well. So it's almost like the GS range is their cash cow. Stick around. Alright, so factually, what do we almost 100% know about this bike? One other thing BMW said in their MCN interview was that the production 450 would stay pretty much identical to the concept version, which is a good thing since that one looked pretty much finished. Engine-wise, it will be an around 450cc, putting out 48 horsepower, and according to their press release, it will feature a special never before seen ignition offset, a never before seen firing order, never before used on BMWs or never before used by anyone else on this planet. Most twin cylinders nowadays have adopted a 270-degree firing order, so we'll just have to wait and see what BMW has cooked in their motorwerke. But all I really want out of this engine is huge amounts of low down torque for those steep hills, which I'm probably not gonna go up because they're very steep, and enough gearing and power for the on-road journey to and away from my off-road fun place. 175 kilograms or 386 pounds wet. This has been confirmed by BMW, and the calculations do make sense for the 0.2 kilowatts per kilogram to actually keep this bike in the A2 license bracket. 175 kilograms is pretty much exactly what my second bike, the F450GS, weighed, and I had no problem tackling most of the off-road expeditions that I traveled with it on. However, that bike was made more than 2 decades ago, and I really would have hoped not just manufacturing processes, but design research would be able to make a bike 20 years later with an engine 200cc smaller actually weigh less. Alas, weight seems to be the unconquerable holy grail of adventure bikes, so we'll just have to complain about it every time. That's what we'll do. Some of this weight offset might be because the bike now comes with fully adjustable front forks, and unlike its smaller 310GS sibling, BMW will actually provide 2025 electronics and toys to the 450. Fully customizable riding modes, ABS Pro, that's the one that changes intervention level according to your lean angle, and BMW's existing 6.5-inch TFT with Bluetooth connectivity, obviously, which they haven't actually changed that since 2017. Those will all make an appearance, which also means that engine brake control, cruise control, hill hold, and other goodies might be specced in there somewhere. One interesting thing that BMW has confirmed is that the 450 will come with an optional quick shifter, which is always very welcome, but also with a variation of their ASA or automatic shift assistance technology. This is obviously an optional. It will probably be different than the current iteration of the Fat 1300GS, which is fully automatic, and why you would ever put something like this on a bike that is marketed as a 50-50 off-road on-road bike, the spaghetti monster is the only one that knows. Ground clearance seems very decent so far. That bash plate should let you have a lot more fun without worrying about cracking the engine case. Seat height, BMW confirmed it will be the only thing they will change from the concept version, but be prepared to have at least a few versions of the 450 come to market. What we see in these photos is probably their pure off-road version, just like the 1300 has a GS Trophy variant. However, more on-road oriented versions will probably be available, and the only available wheel sizes are an actual hint to this. While they claim this to be a pure 50-50 on-road off-road incarnation, BMW knows that if you really want to do proper hard enduro, you will go out, buy a 125 250cc, thrash that around. So the 450, just like most other GS's, will probably spend most of its time on the tarmac. Hence, you get a 19-inch on the front and a 17-inch on the back. Just like the big GS, and just like that one, the 450 will come with both spoked and cast wheels, both of them tubeless. Great combination for all-around riding, not exactly what you would pick if you were picking out a proper dirt bike. Now, this new 450 platform will not just be exclusive to the GS. BMW plans to bring it to at least a few more models, probably a naked. I really hope something in the Heritage family, because if they promise a never before seen firing order, put that together with a long old school exhaust, that should sound absolutely awesome, and that would probably be a lot of fun to ride. Price wise, obviously nothing has been confirmed yet by BMW, but with the amount of competition in this newish, I would say, segment, KTM has competitors here, Himalayan of course has, and a whole bunch of other new Chinese manufacturers like CF Motor, they're all coming to the market now. Keeping the price in the same ballpark as the G310 would make the 450 a great entry point into the BMW ecosystem. Most of their proper profits, let's be serious, do come from their big GS's and other big bikes, so properly priced, the 450 would be a great way for some new customers to get their foot in the door. Will the 310 GS still be around, or will the 450 replace it? It'll probably replace it. Unless the 450 is priced way higher than the G310, it wouldn't make any sense to keep the baby GS in the lineup, since it weighs exactly the same, 175 kilograms. We'll have to wait and see. However, I have not personally seen a single 310 on the road, ever. So whatever, who cares? Will the 450 be a hit for BMW? Personally, if they price it right, and I think that is the most important factor here, if they don't go overboard with the BMW pricing, and if they make it somewhat comfortable for on-road riding, for when you've had your fun in the mud and you've got another 100 kilometers to get home, you're tired, you just want to get home in comfort, then yes, no reason why it shouldn't be a hit. But let me know in the comment section below if this would be the right bike for you. Who would be the right customer for this? Or the right second bike for you. Maybe you want to keep your big one and you want to keep this one with all the electronics and stuff to go out and have fun on. That's the show for today, everyone. If there's anything else you would like to know that I haven't mentioned about the baby but not so baby GS, the comment section below is the right place for this. I'll read them all and get back to you. Unless it's a stupid question, then Dave will get back to you. Oh, I have to check on him. If you've enjoyed it, give it a big thumbs up, and if you think you've learned something new, consider subscribing or becoming one of our Patreons to help us make more of these shows. Cheers, and I'll see you on the next one. That felt good to say again. That felt very good. Good. Nice. This was not recording.